summed up all the 10. If we just follow those 2, all the others fall into place. He filled them full. He fulfilled them. Then we will please God, okay, if we do those things. But they're for our own good. These are directions for us. This is for our benefit. So you do these things and you will live. And you will find happiness. You will find freedom. But you've got to understand. And this is where I have a really hard time, I think, getting across to people, is just that making that jump, to understanding, look, we've got to be absolutely free. We've got to be financially free. We've got to admit that. So what does that mean? So what am I, preaching the prosperity gospel? No. Am I saying, look, I'm just going to go out there and I'm just going to go make $10 billion and I'm going to just give it all to charity. But it's going to go into a black hole. It's like putting it into a giant gas tank with a hole in it, and it just erodes the hole and makes it even bigger, and it just goes through. And the system's still broken. Homelessness gets worse. We're pouring $50 billion a year into it, and it just gets worse. I'm saying this is insane. We've got to put our feet down like little gods that we are, children of God, and be his hands and feet, eyes and ears on the ground, and just demand justice. And say, no, you're not going to get away with this crap anymore. Okay, it's when we put our feet down, when we understand the issues. So giving, is a relative thing. I would give you everything. There's nothing I would withhold. Try me. Call me on this. Say, oh, that guy's bluffing. He wouldn't set the captives free in that sense. This understanding that you're all born rich because God says so. And money has no place in a world like that. That, you serve because you have a conscience to serve. That's it. You don't need anybody telling you, when to go to work, what to do for work, and where to go for work. Okay, we work together as children of God, and we represent and reflect his goodness properly in serving one another and utilizing our talents because we want to. We have a craving, a desire. It's an instinct, it's an intuition to go out and serve each other. So the system can't break down no matter how liberal, how generous we are with each other. That's it. We want to serve. I just believe the quality would go up. Innovation would go through the roof. We're not going to have people putting patents, and it's all about money, right? We got, all this shelved clean energy technology, this disruptive technology disrupts the profits of the oil companies. Just think, let your mind just reel with possibilities here of what I'm trying to say. And that's all I'm saying here. But it'd be so much cheaper for society. So all these lies about how, oh, we're nice because we set up these social welfare agencies and all. I get that. I get Stefan Molyneux. I get Alex Jones. I get all these people. I get Donald Trump. And, they say, oh, the welfare is bad and all. But remember, now it's a behemoth. Now it's an industry. So it's just like saying, well, I think the lenders are bad. We got to stop borrowing money. Yeah. Okay, so that's an industry now. We don't need to borrow money. Are you saying that Jesus was wrong about the money changers? Okay, you understand? So, you're going to pick on one industry. No, that's got to be the last to go. That's a charitable industry at least. And a lot of the people that get into an industry like the social welfare industry are good-hearted people with the right motivations. Whether or not, that gets you to hell or not. I mean, if you want to judge somebody what's going to get them to hell or not, I mean, just remember, we all stand before our Creator one-on-one, and we answer for our own philosophies and beliefs. Okay? So it's every man for himself at the end of the day. We all just have to answer for our beliefs. And if you say, well, I just believe it's important that people go out and they have to work for a buck, and this is it, and it's give a man a fish and he eats it, but teach him how to fish and he's got fish. I get all that. But you understand how broken the system is by deliberation. Okay, devilish deliberation, diabolical deliberation by these people. We all know about the Cloward and Piven strategy. They're doing this. This is how they're inducing this perverted, communism in and of itself. If we're talking about, who was the communist that wrote the book? The manifesto. I tell you what, I just pull blanks sometimes, but I've looked into that book. I remember seeing it at a library once down in Novato, California, picking it up and started reading the Communist Manifesto, I guess. Is that what they call it? But there's there's a guy involved. I can't think of his name, but I'm pretty sure. But communism is a derogatory term. We all know. To be a communist is considered bad because what can you really point to? the philosophy in and of itself, the idea of sharing, and it's very egalitarian, right? Socialism and communism. So in that sense, we could say it's good. But if you look at really what has happened under the pretense, under the guise of communism, and conflating it with egalitarianism and saying, no, we've got to force it. Like Che Guevara in a lot of people's minds was, for the people, the working class and all that, the downtrodden. You see this conflation of the reality of what, the usurpation of communism. And what it's done around the world. I mean, you look at communist China. I mean, that's totalitarian. It's authoritarian. It's draconian. It's Kafkaesque. It's Orwellian. It's all bad things. Really, it's everything. It's antithetical to Americans that we love. Okay, about freedom and all this, individual rights, constitutional rights. Okay, equality. It's everything opposite of that. It's very, very, very imbalanced. You just have a few handful of elites at the top, and just, they're just sticking it to the little guy. Okay, and that's what we've seen. It doesn't work. The whole idea that you're just going to steal from people in order to enrich other people, the Robin Hood theory, basically, it doesn't work. Okay, there's just a million ways for people to circumvent this. So then the people that can truly comfortably afford to pay the bills of society never end up paying it. They always evade, escape, avoid paying those taxes. They say, I'm not doing that. I'm an American. I'm free from you peasants that are going to think you're going to demand and mandate by law. That's draconian. That's totalitarian. I'm not, and so they're right. You understand how easy it is to slip into this paradigm of misunderstanding these principles? I get it. I totally get it. Very intelligent, intellectual people. Because Satan is powerful in this world. Like Jesus said, the prince of this world. This is the one that, whether witting or not, we're looking up to. If we're trusting in this system at all and just saying, oh, we need to tweak it a little here and a little there. No. The entire system is rife with fraud and nonsensical goings on, up one side, down the other, and to the nth degree. It's busted. It's absurd. It's preposterous, ridiculous. The vast majority of jobs people are doing revolve around the problems persisting. If the problems ever stop because you just ended desperate poverty, do you understand all these jobs the taxpayers are paying? Your cost of living is your taxes too. So we're all paying it in increased cost of living, increased taxes. All these jobs. I mean, think of all the jobs. If crime plummeted because nobody ever felt desperate in our society, is that such a bad thing? But you saw that people kept going to work. Is that a bad thing? So all you people that say, I'm so way off base with this basic minimum income, just something. That's all I'm saying, is just to make sure that nobody ever has to worry about food, shelter, water, or basic energy needs. I mean, a ration, something, okay, just so nobody ever felt insecure. But beyond that, have to it. I mean, and if you want to play crony capitalism, then play it with luxury items, but not with essential human needs. But that's what's happened here. Everything is so fouled up. It is so screwed up. God, I mean, I sometimes I feel like I'm going to have a heart attack. Maybe I'm going to get a brain tumor. And brain tumors, by the way, are nothing to joke about, okay? I work for people I love very much that have had brain tumors. I mean, look, it's messed up, okay? The brain is nothing. If I ever had one, I'm way too much of a coward to ever go in to get checked up if I suspected. If my headache didn't go away on its own, I'd just go into prayer mode and probably getting off all junk food, eating a clean diet, doing cayenne pepper, stuff like that. Okay, I know, oil of oregano, and make sure I'm getting the vitamin A, B, C, D, all the vitamins and minerals and all that kind of stuff. Lots of fresh water. Clean out the body. Okay, just eat really healthy for a while and pray. I mean, if that doesn't do it, I'm sure not getting somebody's not cutting into my brain. So it's just nothing to joke around about. When I said that about Alex Jones last week, I mean, it's just like it shows my frustration at people not getting this. In my mind,